Let's see if we can catch that 20-pound pike.
What do my hands smell? They smell nice.
I don't know what just happened.
Pike. The big bad boys of the UK freshwater game. These gorgeous creatures come with awesome colours, plenty of teeth, and one hell of an attitude. After watching some other YouTubers like Obsession with Angling, a childhood fascination with these predators was reignited. I've had some big pike in the past, however I've never been able to break into that elusive 20s club. My current PB is a 17-pounder caught from Claydon Park Fishery, which was the first time I experienced how it feels to land a lump like that.
It feels heavy. Mike, it feels heavy. Go on, Tom. Oh! Oh my god! Look, Mike! Tom, that is huge! That's a crocodile! Oh my god! Oh. What just happened? Come on, come on.
It just so happens that the Birch Syndicate, which I primarily joined for the massive Welsh carp, also has some absolute chunky pike in there as well. This 12-acre lake located in Newport once used to be a trout farm, which could explain why some monsters still lurk in there today. I've heard of lads catching 20s down there, but I've also seen this picture of a 33-pounder coming out. This absolute leviathan of a pike would be a once-in-a-lifetime fish in England, let alone Wales. I got down there ASAP where young Blake gave me a hand, carting some gear to begin the challenge.
Yes, you absolute legends. Welcome back to another episode of Chunks Fishing. This is a really exciting one. I've just bumped into Wayne and Blake. They've actually helped me carry my gear down here to this swim. I'm actually on the Asbo swim. And today, like I said, we're gonna go after some big crocs, and apparently the pike have been non-stop talk to the carp anglers down along this reeds and this snag and up there. So I've got my dead bait rods over there, get some lamprey on and hopefully get a massive croc. I've never had a 20-pounder out before, and apparently there are some 20-pound pike in here, so let's see if we can catch that 20-pound pike.
The bait I decided to use for this session was the good old lamprey. This is probably my favourite dead bait to use for pike, as it just constantly leaks out blood. Because I have massive whole ones, cutting them in two will give me 2 baits per lamprey.
Here you go, first cast. Oh, I was always excited that I was to put it on the edge of this tree. Just leave it there.
After whacking up the first rod, I dropped the second one into the left-hand margin. And it was about here where we could hear Wayne, the bailiff, giving his son Blake some proper advice.
You should do this yourself, mate.
It's great fun.
Float fishing for pike.
Great fun. Easy, don't need the alarms on you. Yeah, I drift down a bit, hopefully with a bit of the wind.
Literally, you just sit there.
So I've got both rods out now. Both of them out, but one on each margin. So one to the right, along these trees over there, which I've already shown you. Just one just down here to the left. Hoping, with the boys saying this, I've been showing down this margin side, that we'll be able to get a quick bite. But I'm only going to leave them out there for about 20 minutes. I've only got like 2 hours, like 2 hours left here. So 2 hours to have a play around, have a walk down some swim. So I want to leave it for about 15-20 minutes. If nothing's happening, I'll move into a different swim. And of course, I'm gonna get a protein shake because I'm absolutely starving.
With the baits out, the waiting game begun. There's something I love about float fishing. It certainly requires more of your attention than leaving your baits hooked up to alarms. You have to constantly check for any irregular movements from the float, to which I did notice something slightly odd.
Tripping me out with these. What's that? I cast that originally over here. The wind's blowing this way, but the floats are drifting upwind. And a lot of people are like, oh, it's a bite. It's not a bite. Yeah, trust me, it's not a bite. But it's just a bit weird, isn't it? Look, look, look. It's just a bit weird how it's drifting upwind. Does that make any sense? There must be like an undercurrent. Never seen that before.
With not much happening in the swim, I decided to reel in. Notice how I am retrieving slowly here, as a bit of advice I picked up on as a kid was from the good old Mick Brown, was that pike can sometimes sit and stare at your bait for ages without taking it, and that slow little bit of movement on a retrieve might just be the thing that gets you a bite.
Just moved up a couple of swims. As I've moved up, just put same again, left rod. This one, I'm not having the baits on the bottom, they're actually just off it, so it is free float, so the floats can drift. That one, I say it's to tell a lie, that one is on the bottom. It's a bit anchored there, so leaving that in there. But there were a load of fry jumping around here, so I'm hoping with the fry jumping, that might mean there's a big old lump around here. It's so weird, look, the floats are still, there is an undertow. The floats are still coming up this way against the wind. It's bizarre, never seen that.
After waiting for about 30 minutes in this swim, unfortunately there wasn't any action to report on. As is essential with pike fishing, when a swim isn't producing, we move on to the next one, and that's exactly what I did. Unfortunately, it was looking like this day was going to result in a blank. With targeting the bigger pike, a few sessions of blanking is to be expected. I did try and work other swims, chucking the bait to different areas of water, but unfortunately, nothing worked. Not wanting to accept defeat, I returned the following week, this time with some backup.
So yeah, I'm down here for round 2, seeing if we can get a huge monster pike. Well, I've never had a 20, I really want a 20, and I know there are 20s in here. Hopefully we can get one down back on the Birch in the VIP swim, which I've never fished for. They've clearly let me in the VIP swim because I brought a VIP. And starting them off early. Don't really know how early is a smart idea. Like, what's a smart idea for? I don't know what I'm saying. Starting off early. So she might actually become a pike angler, not a carp angler. But yeah, we've got one rod over there, literally in this corner. So that's got a mackerel on, and that's going to be sort of Maya's rod, because you wanted the mackerel on that one, didn't you? Yeah. Got a nice bit of mackerel on that one. I've put my one over there, which is just off the bottom, I think, which has got a bit of lamprey on. So hopefully one of them are going to kick off. But yeah, it's good to be back out, get a bit of fresh air. I did say we were going to go for a bit of a walk, but this swim is pretty much right next to the gate, so yeah, we'll stay in here for about an hour or so, I reckon. Give it an hour with the rods out, if nothing happens, we'll move on, move to a different swim, have a little walk around. First, I'm actually going to chum up a bit of my lamprey. Let's get cracking.
With the rods out on the spots, we were quickly joined by Blake again, who was bored of not catching carp, so he offered to get his spinning rod for us.
I might have to change the bloody battery in this, what is it? You getting it? You can't know, do you want me to just throw you over?
No.
Yeah?
No.
Ready? You've got to tuck your legs up. Tuck your legs up! There you go. This is how you get big, strong, well, part of the reason. You're still growing. You're not allowed one, just yet.
Before casting out, I got a quick lesson on using a multiplier reel.
Yeah, come on, come on, Mr. Famous carp angler, mate. Come on.
Hello.
Mr.
First you have
Boy.
to take it off there,
Well,
obviously.
Oh yeah. What do my hands smell? This one nice.
That sounds terrible.
Right, so casting the multiplier then. Oh, you got it. That's, I hate that. Right, okay. There's a little lever in there.
No.
No?
We had a few good chucks with the spinner rod, but the only action I seemed to get was this.
Yeah. I'll be up there, Blake. Ooh. Oh. No. It's me just getting my lure tangled on my line like an absolute noddy. There you go. It's off now. That's what I just caught my own rod. Yeah, I just hooked my own line with the lure. My own rod with this one, with your one.
How'd
Blake, I've got one. Do you reckon you can come on in? Do you get the net? It's a nice one. Here you are. I just this was the rod I hooked. Where's it hooked? Yeah. Wait, this is the same rod I hooked. I literally just tried to reel it in. He's a nice one.
He's alright. It's a big mouth.
Oh, he's got a big gash on it, though.
Okay.
He's a nice one. I don't know what just happened. I was reeling in the lure, and the lure went past, it hit that rod. I just went to reel in to recast it, and it's has some good fish on the end. Right. Suppose we better get ready, get everything set up. There you go, guys. A big birch pike. That is awesome. Gorgeous big mouth on her. And I haven't weighed her yet. It's definitely a double. I think she's gonna go 15 or something like that. That's an awesome birch pike. Bless her, I think she's had a bit of a tough time, and this side of her jaw is all disfigured. So I'm gonna hold her like this. There you go. Yeah. And this come off the lamprey dead bait, and I didn't know it was actually a fish on for a while. So I'll give her a quick weigh in a minute. We'll get it back in the water because Pike are really delicate. We'll get it back as soon as possible. Blake, do you want to come in? Blake's in. It was actually Blake's lure rod I hooked my own rod with. And I think that movement is what gave us the bite. Glad to get the fish in. Perfect. Right, I'll get her back. Let's get some cock here on her quickly. That blood on my hand, that's just from the gill rakers having a little bit of a bash at me. But with pike, because they're quite delicate, you've got to let them recover quite well. So we just weighed her. It was 17 with this wet bag. So it's probably going to be 16, I think she is.
Yeah, 16 probably.
She had a big gash on her, didn't she, on the side?
Yeah.
But we've actually just put some carp care on her. Took a bit of a while to unhook her. So I haven't actually done much filming of her like that, but look at that. She's gorgeous, isn't she? She's gorgeous. So if you want to look at that little gash, it's on this side. There it is. Put some, oh, she wants to go.
Hey, I can see
There you go, guys. Yes, Blake.
Oh, you had to it.
My missus brought the pregnant girl luck. Right, so so I'd say that's about £16 that one. With she was a leaf. With that 16 pounder, there was actually a treble in there, and we managed to get that out of her, so that was good. She had a bit of a, so it looks like she might have, I think they've cut that. Someone's cut the treble. So yeah, it's good to get that out of her, put some carp care kit on her, and let her swim off. And I got an expert cameraman at the bottom now. Yeah, what a result, guys.
It's really good to show cameras in people's faces, you know.
Why? Why? What we've got to do, guys, we've got to get this bait straight back on. And what I'm going to do, get your catfish out of here, Blake. And put another lamprey on, cut it up, get it back on. I'll do about halves. So we'll get this back on and get it back on the spot. We'll leave it for like another 20 minutes, so nothing's happening. That might mean that big girl scared off any other pike, so.
We did try and encourage another bite from this swim, but unfortunately didn't have any luck. With about an hour left of the session, we tried one more swim, to which again I whacked the rods out in the margins. No matter what happened now though, I was over the moon. Getting a big pike will always be up there in my top angling experiences, especially when it's a gnarly old girl like this. with battle scars proving how tenacious Pike can be. Even though it was a short session, it's enough to forget about the absolute clown world out there and spend some quality time with the family. What do you reckon, lads? Is she going to be a pike angler or a carper? Let me know in the comments. Talking of which, it's quite refreshing breaking away from those carp anglers. They seem to get a bit weird in winter.
These are lovely little mitts. But you know what they say? Do you know what they say?
If it's good enough for the fish,
It's good enough for me.
My quest for a £20 pike is far from over, and there is still plenty of pike sessions to be had at the Birch in the future. I have received info that there isn't just one £30 in there, but actually two. Look at this big old girl, which came in at £31. With every chuck of the rod, you just never quite know when a beast like this is about to pick up your bait. I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys, and if you fancy seeing a part 2, make sure to hit the like button and give us a cheeky subscription.
Right guys, unfortunately that is it. We're about to pack up. Gonna give a little lap around the lake, get the missus walking, help her get her exercise in. No more pike, but we did have that one today. A big old chunk of a girl at £16. It's a gorgeous looking creature, so I'm happy with that. We've only fished 2 swims. Right then guys, as always, make sure you comment below, give the video a like, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And remember, drop your guts, grab your nuts, and get out on the bank. I'll see you in the next one.